to Live Fit with Lindsay. I'm going to get straight stuck in. Tonight I'm going to make a tofu korma. So without further ado, I'm just going to quickly show you exactly what you will need to make this recipe. Okay, so I'm going to get started straight away. You're going to need a block of tofu. You're going to need a tub of plain coconut yogurt. You're going to need a lot of spices. So you are going to need a teaspoon and a half of ground turmeric, whole cumin seeds, and cardamom pods, if I can say that. You're going to need a tablespoon each of korma curry powder and garam masala. You are then going to need to have ground cloves and crushed chilies and ground fenugreek, and you're going to need half a teaspoon of each, and some chili flakes, and some fennel seeds. You're going to need some of the tomato puree. You're going to need one whole onion. You're going to need a thumb-sized piece of ginger all chopped up. You are then going to need 2 cloves of garlic. This is what I like to put in it. I like to put in some cherries. I like to put in some spinach. You're going to need some green beans if you want that. Organic coconut sugar and coriander. And this here is basically just for the top. So there's raisins, there's basil, there is desiccated coconut, and there is cashew nuts. And we also have some coconut cream here with some lemon juice. So I'm going to obviously put all that up on the screen, exactly how much of each you're going to need, and I'm just going to quickly get started and show you exactly how I make this recipe. Okay, so what you want to do is put a tablespoon of olive oil into your pan. You want to have this on a medium to high heat. What you're going to do is you're going to pop in your ginger, your onions, and all of the garlic straight into the pan, and that is going to, you're basically just going to kind of cook this just for a couple of seconds, stir it round, and then we're going to add spices. Okay, so once this has kind of been sizzling for a couple of minutes, you basically want to just add in every single one of your spices. This is when it can kind of get a little bit coughy. I always cough a lot. It's like it catches the back of my throat. But that's a good sign when you're making a curry. I think the best thing to do, instead of getting all the kind of korma curry paste, is actually just make your paste by yourself. So I can already smell this. It's getting really strong. But yeah, just keep this stirring. If you need a little bit of more olive oil, then pop that in. But we're just going to put the tomato puree in as well, which is going to kind of soften up a little bit more. Okay, so you're kind of mixing everything up until it gets fragrant, and then you're adding 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. And then what I'm doing is adding half a tin of organic chopped tomatoes. So I'm popping that in now, and obviously make a lovely bubbling sound. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have a white top on right now because I am definitely going to get this all over me. Okay, so this is how it should look right now. This has got the chopped tomatoes, all the spices, the garlic, the onions, the ginger, and it's got the chopped tomatoes, puree, etc. all in, mixed up. It's smelling lovely. So now I'm going to add in the coconut milk. Okay, so coconut milk's in. It is turning into that lovely korma colour. Starting to smell really coconutty too. So this is when you want to add in a tablespoon of the coconut sugar. Okay, coconut sugar added, everything's looking lovely. This is the tricky part. I need to try and transfer this into this jug, to then put it into this jug, to then blend it. I'm going to blend it all because I feel like when you are cooking Indian food and you're using onions, basically cooking the onions and then kind of pulsing it in a blender makes it that nice kind of texture that you get when you go to an Indian. So I'm going to do that and I'll show you the finished results. Okay, so this is the finished result of the sauce. Okay, so it should be quite kind of chunky still. You'd want to have some texture to it. You don't really want it to be completely smooth. So I literally just pulse it, press it manually 10 times, and it's done. We use a Ninja bullet, so if you've got something like that, then that's ideal, but it should literally just be a little bit chunky. You want to have a bit of texture to that sauce. Okay, so sauce is done. Keep that in there. Keep it closed. Keep it nice and warm. And we're now going on to cooking the tofu. So I use this brand. It's organic. It's really firm. It's nice. Sometimes you get the silken tofu and it's just like, can be like quite spongy, whereas this is really, really nice. So basically you take it out of the packaging, and I always kind of like dab it with a bit of kitchen roll. You can do this in here. I'm doing it really lazy way, but you can also pop it onto a chopping board and then cut it. But I'm basically just going to do it here and now. So you literally just cut it into cubes, okay? Oh, if my dad was here right now, he would be absolutely killing me cutting on a frying pan. But anyway, it's not your frying pan, Dad, it's okay, it's mine. But basically, get them into cubes and then just let it fry in that olive oil. If you want it to be a little bit crispier, then you could add some corn flour, but I'm just going to go with this for this recipe. Things like chicken tikka sometimes do that just to add a little bit of texture to the tofu, but I quite like the kind of texture of this tofu, so it's not so bad. So you just want to fry this until it goes a little bit crispy, and I'll show you the finished result of what kind of texture you want it once it's done. So once the tofu is kind of at the right consistency, you should see like the sides of it are kind of like this. That is the kind of thing you're wanting to go for. You don't want it to feel too rubbery. That's why a lot of people don't end up liking tofu. So you want it to be quite crispy on the outside. Okay, so green beans and cherry tomatoes in. I am just frying this now until the green beans go a little bit soft. Then I'm going to add the sauce back. You can take that off the heat now once you've added the sauce back in. I am just adding like literally 2 massive big handfuls of spinach. You'll find that I beef everything up with spinach, but it's totally up to you whether you want to do that or not. This is also the same point where you put in a little drizzle of lemon juice, just a little bit. So make sure your heat is off for this because you don't want it to be on. And all I'm going to do now is add in some coriander. So I'm just going to get a handful, tear it off, and make sure the stalks aren't in, and kind of just break it up and add it in. And you don't want too much, so I think I just put too much in my hand, so I'm going to put some of that back. And we're literally just stirring this now until the spinach wilts, the coriander's all mixed through, and so is the lemon juice, and then I'm going to serve, and that is nearly us done. For when I do my rice is I sprinkle in an oxo veggie cube into it just to give it a little bit extra taste. I'm going to pop some water over that just to cover it and pop it in the microwave. I put it on at 3 minutes at a time, and I probably pop it in 3 times, so around about 9 minutes. And
so guys, that is your vegan korma all ready to serve. Serve straight away with some basmati rice and naan bread if you're having it, with the toppings over, including the coconut yogurt. If you tried this recipe, please comment below and let me know your thoughts, and if you like this channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks guys, see you next time.